Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for coming to spend some time with me today. I really appreciate it. Today I am going to do a get ready with me using the Emily Edit The Needs palette. And I thought I would just do a kind of an everyday look, one that I'm just going to go about my normal Monday activities. I have to go to the supermarket and I have just stuff to do around the house, so I want sort of a nice toned down everyday look. But I know with this palette you can do much more glamorous looks as well, and I am going to do one of those too on a separate video. But I just thought that for today I would do an everyday look with this beautiful palette that I have been so impressed with. And I know I promised, because I showed the palette before and I said I would do a get ready with me. So I have already prepped my skin with my skincare, and I'm just going to kind of mosey on very quickly. I'm using a new primer today. It's the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Primer Healthy Glow Pore Minimizing Effect, and that's it there. And it's just a nice regular primer. I thought I would just give it a try. It's kind of skin colored. I have a mirror here to my right, but I'm going to sort of use the viewfinder as well. I hope you like my headband. I just thought it was fun, but it's inclined to slip, so I may end up taking it off and tying my hair back. So that's my primer put on. And today I am using, it's a sample, just in a little sample bottle of, the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid. The only problem is I can't remember what colour, but it's a typical colour for me. It's probably warm ivory or something like that. It's probably got ivory in it. That's the shade there. I will check it out, but I've been dying to try this. And in Boots, they're very generous with their samples. Just take a little bit more there. They're very generous with their samples. I've got a little mirror here so that I can just make it a little bit easier. And I've regularly done this, taken a sample of something, thought I was going to be crazy about it, and then didn't particularly like it, but I do like this, I have to say. It's a nice light foundation. It's a kind of an everyday foundation, and I do, as you can see, maybe here, I do have redness in my cheeks, broken capillaries, and that's what I find the hardest to cover. So, you know, tinted moisturizers, as you have probably heard me say, they don't really work for me. I need something with a little more coverage, but not something that's too heavy at the same time. But I've been trying this one, and I do like it, but I haven't made a final judgment on it yet. So you can see it's just evened out my complexion. I might just put a bit more on my cheeks and blend it down. And it's a good price as well. It's not expensive. I think it's €12 or possibly less, but regularly in Boots you will get, you know, the 3 for 2, or there'll be a discount in some way. So I was watching somebody the other day putting foundation on. I can't remember who it was, but she was stippling like this, and I just thought, I have to try that. I can't remember. If I remember who it was, I'll put it in the description box, but it was a good way to apply the foundation, particularly on your cheeks. So that's my foundation on. Now I do have to colour correct, and I'm using a new colour corrector because I was using the Catrice one. This is the NYX, I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me anyway, the NYX Dark Circle Corrector. That's it there, and it's in a kind of an orange. Does it say a number? It's fair anyway, 01 fair. So it's not unlike my Catrice one, but the Catrice one is just way past its use by date. So again, you just pop this into the dark circle, into the blueness under your eye. Literally put it just there, not anywhere else, because that will correct the colour. The peach, yellowy peachy colour cancels out the purple or the blue in the under eye. And I have a new concealer brush it is a concealer brush. It's a Zoeva 142, and it's this one. It's like a little buffer brush, and it just kind of helps to get things blended in. So that's the corrector. And I will leave my concealer till the end in case I need to do any. Oops, I'm slipping again. Now, in the Needs palette, you literally have everything you need to do a full face. So you've got your bronzer, you've got your blush, you've got your powder, your highlighter, and 6 eyeshadows. So I'm going to use my Primark. It's actually a tapered blush brush, but I like it for powder. So I'm going to go into Kindness, which is the powder here. And actually there's a beautiful mirror on this. It's the size of the palette, so I'm going to use that actually as my mirror. I won't powder under my eyes just yet. So we have a beautiful day here today, but it's actually quite cold. It's the first day that I really needed to wear a warm coat and a scarf. I mean, I really needed it. So, but we're still having beautiful autumn weather, which is really lovely because it shortens the winter. So that's the powder. It doesn't give you a powdery look. It's just a nice fine powder. And it just kind of sets everything. And you can, I've used it under my eyes, which I will do, and I will have to correct here because I think I mentioned before, I'm getting breakouts on my chin and I cannot understand why. If it's, I'm wondering, is it an ingredient in something, but I can't quite pinpoint it. So I'm using my NYX Precision Brow Pencil, and I have an itch. Ugh. Precision Brow Pencil, which is really handy. It's in the colour Charcoal, and it has the little spoolie, and then on the other end it has the little waxy crayon. I love this, and it's very similar. I've said this lots and lots of times, but in case you're new, it's very similar to the Bobbi Brown eyebrow pencil, which is probably 4 times the price. But this is a really good one. So I'm just sort of filling in, and just, I need to thicken my brows a little bit because I was a 90s girl, and yeah, we tend to overpluck. Girls don't overpluck your eyebrows because you do it long enough, they don't grow back. Well, not fully. And I had beautiful thick brows that I really didn't appreciate. And of course, in the 90s, it was this fashion. I hope you can hear me, sorry. It was the fashion to have thinner, more, you know, just thinner brows. And I'm so sorry that I did that. So that's my brows drawn back in. I do have brow hair, but as my own hair has become much finer, much lighter in colour, unfortunately so have my brows, so I need to colour them. I should really get them tinted. As a primer for my eyes, I'm using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. You probably won't be able to read that because it's nearly worn away, but this is in my product use up. I'm trying to use this up. I do like it. It's a good primer, but it's a bit yellow for my skin tone. But I do wear it on its own. I actually prefer Painterly, but then the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Creme de Rose is a very good a replacement for that. So I'm just priming my eyes so that they have something, the shadows will adhere a little bit better and I'll get a bit more staying power. If you do have paint pots, make sure you close them tightly, otherwise they'll dry out. Now, my eye brushes. Okay, I'm going to go in with my MAC, I think it's a 232. It's just a flat shader brush. And I'm going to go in with, I always start on my lid for some reason. Lots of people start in their crease. I don't. I'm going to go in with Peace, which is this kind of buttery shade. And just place it on my mobile lid. It's not too dissimilar to the color of Soft Ochre, so it's hope you can see that. So like I say, I'm going for sort of an everyday look, one that is suitable for just running around doing your errands. Now, next I'm going to go in with a fluffy shader brush, and it's a MAC, I think it's 217. It's a fluffy shader brush, and I'm going to go in with Faith, this one here, which is a kind of a coffee color, cafe au lait possibly. And I have deep set hooded eyes, so I'm going upwards on my crease so that I lift my eye a little bit. I'm keeping an eye on my time. I find these really easy to work with. They blend really well. It's a good investment. It's a really good price if you can get it online. I'm waiting for it to hit our stores, our Superdrug stores here. It hasn't as yet, but I've been told that you can order and collect in store, which I haven't done. This was given to me by a friend who was coming from the States. Now I'm going to just deepen up that crease a little with Hope, which is a darker brown. And I'm just looking out the window here. There's a really large bird sitting on the pillar in my front garden. We live near the Botanic Gardens, the National Botanic Gardens, and there's a river there. And sometimes you get ducks that have lost their way, but this is a really big bird. It looks like a pond bird or a river bird, but he's actually bouncing up and down like this. Totally irrelevant, but actually quite interesting because I don't know what he's looking at. Anyway, I'm going to go in with Hope, which is the darker brown, and just deep. He's gone now. I can see. No, yes, he has. He's gone now. Just to deepen up that crease a little bit and warm it up. And I'm sticking towards the outer corners of my eyes just to bring my eyes out a little bit. And I will use that also just sort of here in the outer third. I'm not going to do a kind of a definite V reverse 7 there. I just want to bring the colors together so it transitions nicely. And don't worry, I will blend. Now onto my lid, I am going to, this is an old Urban Decay brush. I'm going to put a little bit of this color here, which is Love, so it's much creamier. Pop that on the lid just to lighten things up a little bit. And using the other end of that, I'm going to pop a little on, no, actually I'm going to use Gratitude, which is this one here, for my highlighter. Just on the brow bone, just to give a little bit of touch of light on the brow bone. And then I'm going to get a nice fluffy brush and just blend everything together. Now I don't want a really lined look today because, as I say, it's quite a natural everyday look. So I've got an angled brush. This is a MAC 203, I think it is, because the numbers tend to wear off. And I'm going to go in with a little of Passion just to line, which is like a dark browny purpley. It's slightly, it's got a slight shimmer, but it's really nice. So I'm just going to line my upper lid. My eldest daughter works from home a lot of the time, and she's in the room below me and I can hear her singing whatever playlist she's got going while she's working. So if you do hear of any noise or singing, random singing, you can have a little bit of fallout there. Oh, that was my fault. I totally, yeah, we'll have to clean that up. Okay, now, so go back into lining. I'm really clumsy when it comes to liner and mascara. I am always going to smear it or smudge it. In fact, yesterday I was putting on my mascara and I poked myself in the eye and made my eye water and practically ruined all my makeup. So that's fairly typical for me to make a smudge. Bit clumsy. So just on the outer third of my bottom lid as well. And again, I'll get my fluffy brush and just soften it all, so that it's a nice blended out effect. Now, there's my powder brush. I'll sort of brush that away. My own mistake. And I will use my concealer after I've done my mascara. Did I bring my mascara? 1 second. Left it on my table. Back again. Okay, I'm actually going to curl my lashes, and I bought this, oh gosh, we're at 16. This is a Primark eyelash curler, and I'm actually really happy with it, because I've always bought high-end curlers and eyelash curlers in the past and never really had much success. I think the one I had was the Shu Amera one, and I'm being quite honest, it didn't do anything different for my lashes than this one. And I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but they're nicely curled. I don't exactly have very long lashes anyway. I always manage to pinch my eye. If anybody has a recommendation for a curler that is good for my shape eye, they're quite rounded in a way, and I find that curlers pinch my lids. But I have a half curler as well that is a MAC eyelash curler, but I really can't. I can use it, but it looks like I've curled half my lashes, if you know what I mean. So this is my Essence Lash Princess Sculpt and Volume, and just in at the roots as much as possible. Oh, there, I've done it again. What is wrong with me today? It's Monday. In at the roots and sort of hold it at the roots and wiggle up. And it does help to hold that curl. Where have I put that? Oh dear. There we go. I really should have just paused to do this. You don't need to watch me putting on mascara. And I always put a little on my bottom lids as well. Sorry, my bottom lashes. There we go. And I will just colour correct because I have to do my face too. So I'm using my Lancome Effercerns concealer. I am nearly out of this. I have it since January, so there's still some product in it. It's just hard to get it out because it's in a tube. And I have my little concealer brush. I'm just going to pop that on like this. And blend in. And a tiny bit of this concealer goes such a long way. You really don't need much of it at all. In fact, you'd be wiping away the excess if you put too much out. And then a little of the powder. I have a very small powder brush somewhere. Oh, this will do. A little of my powder which is kindness again, just under the eye to help to set that. Now I'm going to bronze up very quickly, just a little bit, with Courage, and I'll use it, actually I'll use it more, that's Courage there, I'll use it more to contour, that's it there. This is a Primark brush, it's angled, and I will just use that as a little contour, and don't worry, I will blend, blend, blend. So it's a dual-ended brush, I'll just blend that out. And then a little up here just to warm up my skin. And here. Now I have been putting my highlighter under my blush, and the highlighter is Gratitude, this one here. So I'm going to use, let's see now, I'm going to use this powder brush just to put a little, in a C shape around my eye, oops, and on the top of my cheekbones. It's very subtle. And then I'm going to use Joy as my blush. Just on the apples of the cheeks and out a little. And then with my powder brush again, just to blend everything. Yeah, I need to conceal. Where did I put my concealer? There it is. Just spot conceal. I have a little blemish there on my chin. And literally just pop a little concealer on that. Those two. Sorry, I'm blocking the way. Just blend that out. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera and fix my hair and so on, and I'll be, oh, I have to do my lips as well. This is a lip liner by Complexion, and it is in the colour Cappuccino. It's kind of a browny colour. It's a nice shade, and just line very quickly with that. And then I'm going to fill in with MAC Cherish, which is a brownie shade as well. It's a good match. It's a good combo. And Complexion lip liners are really soft and buttery, easy to work with. They're retractable. You don't have to polish, or you don't have to polish, you don't have to sharpen them. So that's the lip combo. Okay, I'm going to go off camera and fix my hair and fix my hair, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So I'm back, and I've just fixed my hair. I put a little bit of the VO5 dry back comb spray in just to give me a bit of lift, second day hair, and put another layer of mascara on, and another coat of mascara. So that's my everyday look, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. So there's the eyes. I hope you like that, and I hope the camera's picking up the lovely tones of the blush and the contour and the highlight. So it really is everything you need in a palette. I hope you enjoyed that. Comments and questions below if you're still with me, and if you haven't already, maybe you would hit that subscribe button. It's been lovely spending time with you today, and I will see you very soon next time. Take care. Bye bye.